Imagine you're sitting on a train heading home after a long day. Across from you sits a complete stranger. You've never met them before, and you'll probably never see them again. Somehow, within minutes, you're telling them things you've never told your closest friends. Sounds strange, right? But this happens every day, and psychology has a fascinating explanation for it. Most people assume trust comes from time. The longer we know someone, the more we trust them. But human behavior doesn't always follow logic. When we're around friends, we often worry about being judged. We think about how our words might change the way they see us. We fear disappointing them, embarrassing ourselves, or creating awkwardness in the relationship. So instead of being completely honest, we carefully filter what we say. A stranger is different. They have no expectations of us. They don't know our history, our mistakes, or the image we've built over the years. Because they have no connection to our daily lives, their opinion carries less emotional weight. Our brain recognizes this and often feels safer sharing personal thoughts with someone who has no power over our future. Psychologists call this the stranger on the train effect. It's the reason people sometimes open up to a bartender, a taxi driver, a fellow passenger, or even someone they just met online. The conversation feels freeing because there are no social consequences attached to it. For a brief moment, people feel understood without feeling evaluated. The famous psychologist Carl Rogers believed that people thrive when they feel accepted without judgment. Interestingly, strangers can sometimes provide that feeling better than people who know us well. Since they aren't emotionally invested in our past, they often listen with curiosity instead of assumption. That simple difference can make a person feel surprisingly comfortable. But there's an important lesson here. Trusting strangers doesn't necessarily mean they're more trustworthy. It simply means they feel less risky in that moment. Friends may occasionally judge us, but they also know our strength, our struggles, and the journey we've been through. Real trust isn't just about feeling safe. It's about being vulnerable with people who stay when things get difficult. So the next time you find yourself sharing a secret with someone you've just met, remember that it may not be the stranger you trust, it may be the freedom of being unknown. And that small psychological twist reveals something powerful about the human mind.